Welcome to the Afterspin. Opinions from thought leaders in our state. Cash Michaels, the media is coming under a lot of fire for not providing fair and in-depth coverage of the 2016 election campaign. Republicans especially are saying that it is biased toward Democrats and Hillary Clinton. But also that goes for down ballot races too. As a longtime journalist, how well do you think the news media is really doing this election cycle?
Oh, first of all, it's an old argument. We in the media are never the good guy when it comes to covering elections because there are two sides of an argument, let's say. And both sides are struggling and fighting for power, and the place to do that is in the media. And what has changed all the rules now is the presidential race between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And that's created a brand new atmosphere now that I think may have changed elections and election coverage forever. Because now those of us in the media are asking, can we really say what's there? Can we really, if a candidate is lying, is cheating, has been stealing, can we actually say that now beyond having to wait 6 or 7 months to try to prove it? And so your down ballot races, their problem is that all the air has been sucked out of the room because of the presidential race. I mean, we talked earlier off the air about how not a whole lot's being said about the gubernatorial election. In order for the senatorial race between Burr and Ross in this state to be covered, they have to talk about, what, sex crimes or whatever else.
Sex offender, yeah.
Sex offenders and whatever else. And so the real issues aren't being covered. The issues that mean something as far as pocketbook, as far as education, as far as job opportunities and what have you, those things aren't being really covered. The problem, though, is that if you cover that and nothing else, nobody watches. So news, to a certain extent, has to be sexy. You've been in newsrooms, so you've heard.
But I can remember the day when I first came up in journalism, and the editor of the newspaper with those big gnarled fingers of his, he would say, "The news is, by God, what I tell people the news is." What you're intimating is that the news media is letting the public drive what they want to watch or what they want to read instead of the other way around.
That editor did not have competition from television. He did not have competition from the internet. He didn't have the kind of competition that everybody in the news business today has. When we see newspapers literally going out of business, when we see news programs really getting more outrageous because of the level of competition.
Particularly cable news
right.
shows.
And when we see the audience shrinking for what we traditionally would do and going to the internet, and where Lord knows where they're getting information from there, and nothing is really checked, no real gatekeeping, well then that causes the problem that we have today. You want good, solid election coverage, but you also want an audience to appreciate it and would tune in and get it. That's how we all get paid.
Yeah, it's like if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there, does it make a noise?
And if I can just simply say one thing, that's the reason why, and I hope people see this, that's the reason why it is so important that out of all of the news programming that's on television, the fact that NC Spin is considered to be a #1 program.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is important. Well, is very, that there's still an audience out there here in North Carolina that appreciates it when it's being done the right way.
I thank you for that, and I thank all of you for participating in that these 18 long years. Thank you for watching the Afterspin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.